Hi, everybody. This is Carolyn Speaks State of the World on Thursday, July 8, 2021. So, what is it? Good, bad, or indifferent? All three, I'm afraid. Okay, now, news of the world. Coronavirus is still with us. The Delta variant is very powerful. It's surging in some places, even in places that are heavily vaccinated. The problem is we don't have enough vaccinations worldwide. We have about 6 billion people. We need vaccinations for each of them. And if it's a two-shot vaccination, we need 12 billion. Drug companies, the pharmaceutical companies are still refusing to provide the recipe for the vaccines for free. They want to make money even though they've been paid handsomely by the US and other wealthy countries to do the research and development and production and distribution. I don't get it. But we have other news besides the virus. Haiti is in chaos after the president was assassinated, and people from Haiti who are living here, who instead of being deported are going to probably be getting temporary protective status. Now, in Afghanistan, as U.S. troops withdraw, government turns to armed volunteers to fight Taliban. The U.S. military left this big air base they had, but they cut the power and they took all the computers. I don't get it. In the West Bank of Israel, the Palestinian state, it's a place state without a state, and there are protests going on by Palestinians there over the death of someone who's in custody who is critical of the Palestinian Authority. So, what is going on? I don't know. Now, the Olympics supposed to be held in Japan, but it's going to be really curtailed, with no one in the audience. And as far as the climate change, North America has recorded the hottest June on record amid worsening climate crisis. The Line 3 pipeline foes say Enbridge spilled drilling chemicals in the Minnesota River. Very nice. I hope they'll be held accountable. I don't understand why we need pipelines. We have all this renewable energy. Now, in Iraq and Syria, U.S. soldiers and diplomats have come under fire. The Human Rights Commission calls for demilitarization of Colombia's police. How about the American police, too? Now, unhoused Atlanta residents form a union and occupy City Hall, pressing demands. And dozens of states are suing Google for creating an app store monopoly. And Trumpy, the orange-headed monster, sues big tech CEOs about his First Amendment violations of his First Amendment speech. And his buddy Giuliani has had his law license suspended. And in Florida, Surfside, condos that collapsed. It appears that there are many condominium co-op developments around the country, and most of them do not have the resources necessary to fix things. That's what happened in Florida. They were arguing about how much it would cost. The price tag was about $15 million, which they didn't have. They'd have to assess the residents for that money, and they didn't have the money. So what's the answer? I guess you have to hold the builder responsible. Now, the governor of New York declares a gun violence emergency. And that would be nice to stop all the guns coming in. The Nicole Hannah Jones, who is up for to be tenured as professor at University of North Carolina, has decided to go to another university, Howard University. So, okay. Now, that's kind of like a lot of the news happening in the world, a lot of stuff out there. Another thing that's not in the news is animals. Uh, there are a lot of animals, well, pets, dogs, cats, that are created, and then they end up in shelters. You know, they create a lot of animals and enough homes for all these babies, dogs, cats, and they end up in shelters, and they're created by people who are breeders who are just out there to make money, who don't take care of the health of the dogs. And then the Kennel Club, American Kennel Club, they have these wonderful shows every year, all different breeds, best in show, etc. And they get the dogs they show from breeders all over the country, looking for a big chance for their dog to be featured. And as a result, they create a lot of unwanted dogs who end up in shelters. And if there's no home for them, they end up being killed. So we have a big problem with that. We have to stop that. Also have wild animals who are killed for just existing. If you're in a wilderness area and a wild animal kills you, they're going to track down that wild animal and kill him. Very strange. But that's the way it is in our world. We don't treat other creatures very well. And I think we have to fix that. There's a recent case of a woman was in a western state and she was attacked by a bear and killed. And now they're trying to track down the bear and kill the bear. The bear was just protecting his or her family. I don't get it at all. But that's the way it is in our world. And we have to go with it. Have to hold people accountable. All life is precious. Now, I'd like to, not just the unborn baby. Okay, maybe it's time for a little music here. Okay. I'm having a problem with my camera, as you can tell. And someday I'll get it right. I don't know when. Oh, we just lost the focus? All right. Okay. Anyway, how about a little song now? Won't worry about the camera. How about sing, okay, Amazing Grace, Michael, Hammer. How about Hammer? If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer at a danger, I'd hammer at a warning, I'd hammer at a love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. If I had a bell to ring, I'd ring it in the morning. I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring it at a danger, I'd ring it at a warning. I'd ring it at a love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. If I had a song to sing, I'd sing it in the morning. I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing it at a danger, I'd sing it at a warning. I'd sing it at a love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Now I have a hammer and I have a bell, And I have a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's the song about the love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Okay, that's an old folk song. I believe that was written by Mary Travers of the Peter, Paul, and Mary Folk Group. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening of July 8th, 2021 to another meeting of Carolyn Speaks, State of the World. Hope you'll be back with us again tomorrow evening. And in the meantime, stay safe, wear that mask, practice social distancing, only you have to, and take care of yourself and others. When the vaccine is available for you and it's safe for you to take it, I would take it. And remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Stay safe. Thank you. Good night. See ya.